Hello everybody and welcome back to Grandma Gives It a Go. Today I've got two more items for you, little kitchen gadgets. The first one I had seen and I thought, oh, I really want to try that, and I found it on Amazon for like $3 and I thought, why not? It's kind of cool. I'll show you when we get to it. And the other thing, it was $3 as well, and it was something that I've never ever seen before. So we're going to try those two new products. But first off, I wanted to let you know. Do you remember from my very first video, I tested the Bell & Howell little gadget here. You put it on any 9-volt battery and it turns it into a flashlight. It's still on a little bit. It did actually go all the way out. I don't know why it came back on. I turned it off and it's back on again. That's crazy. But it did completely. I turned it on January 20th, and the last time I checked it and both lights were off was February 12th. So that's 3 weeks that it lasted being on 24/7. And it's just so weird that now that I turned it back on and it's showing, it's actually on. It turned back on after leaving it off for like a week, because I did forget to mention this in last week's video. So I have had it off since February 12th. So today's the 25th, so a week. And it's come back on. It's not very bright, but it's there. So you can imagine how great this will be for when you actually use it as a flashlight and turn it off every time you're done. It'll last like months, because this lasted 3 weeks being left on 24/7. So that's super impressive. And it's back on faintly, but it's there. Wouldn't get you very far, but it's there a little bit. You can see. It doesn't even show up on the board, but you can see it that way. It can show up on the camera. So that's pretty crazy. So that's crazy good. That's a very good product to have. Get yourself that. And this is just a Dollarama store battery. It's not even the Bell & Howell battery that it came with. It's not even all that great. This is $1.25. So it's not even, it shows you that it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be like, you don't have to pay $6 for a battery for it to work, because it does the same thing. Okay, so for today's video, we're going to start with this guy. Now, it does, again, no instructions, but really it's pretty straightforward. It is, you chop it and it gives these little ridges. It makes it, if you've ever gone to a restaurant and you've seen the salads or the cucumbers or whatever, and they're chopped and they have these little ridges on it. This is what does it. And it's, it's not real sharp. I'm rubbing it against my hand. It's not super sharp, but it will cut vegetables. I tried it on a carrot earlier just to see how it would work, because it doesn't feel very sharp, and it cut it. So I'm going to put a cutting board down over my box. I don't want to ruin my box that my kids made for me. So we're gonna take a carrot and it just like that. And there we go. And that's what you're left with. Can you see the little ridges? You see all those bumps? So it makes it pretty. It makes it fancy. If you see the inside of the carrot, you can see it better. It makes it pretty if you're cutting and decorating a plate, with vegetables, or just throw it in your soup, whatever you want to do. But it's kind of cool. It is really cool. So we're going to do a potato. And I'm so very surprised because it doesn't feel very sharp. And I rubbed it against my fingers, and I didn't think it would cut the harder vegetables very well, but and there you go. So now you can make yourself some rippled French fries. If you cut them thin enough and toss them in some oil, you can have potato chips, ruffled potato chips. So there you can see pretty good, right? It shows up, and it shows, there it is. Yeah, it really works well. So that's on the hard vegetables. Let's see what it does on a carrot. Okay, so I've got a cucumber now that I'm going to try. Poor little tiny piece of cucumber that's not very good. So let's just see how this works. It works really well for the carrots and the potatoes. So the cucumber is really soft, so it should. And you know what? No, oh yeah, okay. It's got, you can see the ridges. Yeah, it did. This is kind of a lonely, sad, worn out cucumber, so it probably would have worked better with a fresh piece. This is just one that was ready for the compost box. It's just kind of worn out, but it still worked. You can see the lines. can see them right there. You can see, it doesn't show up quite as well as it did with the potato and the carrot. But anyway, the fancy food chopper, I'm not even sure what the title of this is, I don't remember. But the little wavy food chopper, that's what it was called, a wavy food chopper. And there's with the baby carrot. And, you know, because it's so small, it only leaves like 2 little lines, but it still worked. You get the idea. It's pretty cute. I wouldn't have bought it if it was, like, I've seen these in the store and they run upwards of $10, $12. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I'm not going to cut my vegetables fancy if I have to spend that much money. But $3 on Amazon, there you go. And the delivery was quick. Okay, so for my second little gadget, this I saw and I thought, okay, it actually looks a little bit different in the picture, but it is called a finger saver food chopper. So the way the picture looked, it looked like it was on here and you put it like this, and then your fingers, when you're chopping, you're going back and forth, you're chopping, and you don't chop off, instead of going like this and holding your foods and having your knuckles, you put this guy on. But it made it look like it was something different in the picture. It made it look like it was on all of her fingers, the models, and it was like this. So, but it, you know, it seems to work. But what you do is this ring, you just squeeze this to make it smaller to fit your finger, and then it slides right on your finger, and you hold it, and then you chop your vegetable. And again, it came with no directions, so I didn't know if you were supposed to hold it this way or with the rounded end. I looked at the picture on the ad and it showed it like this. So we're just, the only trouble is like, it's, how do you hold, when I chop things, I hold on to it and I chop. So how do you hold onto your vegetables? I guess you just rest it against there. Something's going to slip here. I mean, because you know how many people have cut themselves. Okay, I guess that's what you do. You hold on to it. Maybe it would work better the other way with the wider side down. Let's see. And because, you know, you put it up right up against your knife and your fingers are behind there, so you're not cutting off your tips of your fingers. So it's a little awkward. It is a little awkward to have on. It's working exactly the way it's supposed to, but it feels kind of awkward to have it here, and you know, to hold on to your vegetable with this. It feels like it's going to slip, but actually it doesn't. It works very well. So okay, so I am going to give both of these products, the wavy food chopper and the finger protector slicer food chopper, I'm giving them both 5. Although this was even a little bit awkward to use, but I'm not right-handed, I'm left-handed, so it was awkward for me to hold it and try to hold on to the vegetable. It might not be for somebody that's, well, then again, if you're right-handed, you're going to be putting this on your left hand, so you know, it might be awkward for you guys too. Let me know in the comments if you ever buy one. It's on Amazon.ca. It was $3.15. Okay, so you know, even if I'm holding it this way, and maybe that's what you just have to put your vegetable up to it. And okay, I got to do it the other way now. You just put your vegetable up to it, and get my fingers behind there. No, you got to hold on to that carrot. It's going to fly. Okay, so you have to hold on to it and then just cut it, and you don't cut your fingers. So okay. So they both worked. A little awkward to use, but it worked. For $3, you can't beat it. You know, can't go wrong. I just ordered it just for the heck of it, because I'd never seen anything like this before. And this, like I said, I've wanted it for a while, but I refuse to pay, you know, $10, $12 for something like this, the Chef's Wavy Cutter. Even Dollarama, it was, no, they didn't have it at Dollarama. No, I'm mistaken. They had something similar, but it wasn't this. But it was at Walmart, and I saw it other places, and it was like $10, $12. So for 3, I'll try it. So there you have it for tonight. We did the review of the battery flashlight maker, and we did the finger saver chopper and the wavy food chopper. This would be good for like the potatoes, to make them thin enough. You can make your own French fries. You know, you can do these in the air fryer, and then they won't be so loaded with oil. They won't be kind of fattening. And my air fryer crisps things, so they'll get nice and crispy. We do homemade potato chips, but healthy. So there you go. That's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoy it. Leave me a like. Please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Ring the bell so you know when I'm testing more products. And if there's anything you'd like to see tested, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of these guys and what you would like for me to test for you. So enjoy these. Everybody stay safe. Have a great one, and I'll see you next week with some more products. Bye.